sphere of experience with the Georgia-Florida game?
I mean, really just kind of know it's a big rivalry, kind of always been. Kind of goes back and forth. It's definitely a big game that we're really looking forward to.
You ever been down there? You ever watched it?
I was last year. I didn't travel last year, but
yeah.
I was in the stands watching it. But that was really. I mean, I've watched it on TV, but that was the first one I've been to.
What was that experience like? Sitting in the stands and watching as a fan, right?
I mean, it was crazy, really. But I mean, I had to be there to support my teammates, so it was fun to go down there and kind of experience it for the first time, even though I was in the stands.
Lad, if I'd have told you at the beginning of the year that you'd be the leading receiver at the midway point of that receiver run, would you have believed it, or would you thought it possible?
I mean, I've always believed in my ability, kind of known what I can do, but I mean, they just gave me the opportunity, and I feel like I'm doing all I can to make the best of it. So, I mean, it definitely is an awesome experience and something, I mean, I've always dreamed of. So, it really is great just kind of go out there and help my team win and just do all I can do.
Now if I'm not mistaken, you grew up a Tennessee fan, so did you already have some predisposed feelings towards Florida, or does that kind of go out the window once you're a big-time college player?
Obviously, kind of growing up, being a Tennessee fan, it was a little different. But I mean, once I got here, kind of switched and kind of just flipped it. So, I mean, not really, to be honest.
And as far as the receiving room goes, who did this week off benefit the most as far as guys coming back from injury?
It kind of really benefits all of us. I mean, some guys have been banged up, kind of get our legs back under us and kind of give us an opportunity to get back out there, kind of a little fresh start. So, I mean, but don't get me wrong, last week was a work week. I mean, we didn't slack off. We were still working on ourselves, trying to get better every week. But I think it did kind of having these last couple days off kind of give us a little bit to get back and get our legs under and just kind of be ready for this week.
Did that break give you any opportunity to watch some baseball? Are you guys Braves fans in here?
Oh yeah, it is. That's awesome. I mean, it's the first time since was it '99 since they've been in the World Series. So I mean, for them to go out there and just do that, it really is something special.
You return punts, so I guess you've gotten to catch Jake a lot of times in practice and warm-ups and everything.
Yes, sir.
What's that like when he just has a full unleash and is able to give you everything he's got on length and height?
It's not fun. It's
Yeah.
not fun. Those balls will get up there and start hanging. So it definitely is something. But I know if I can catch them from him, I can catch them from anybody. So some of them are crazy. So I just watch it and kind of amazed by it sometimes.
Lad, when you were on the scout team last year, did you spend a lot of time with JT? Because he played a lot of scout team too. So would it be fair to say you guys spent a lot of time together on that scout team before this season?
Oh yeah, I mean earlier in the year when we were both down there, kind of before he came back. I mean, we were down there. I mean, running every play together. So I mean, it really was something we kind of. I mean, I guess you could say that was the first time we kind of started like clicking a little bit. But I mean, it was obviously different being on the scout team, running other teams' offenses, than kind of getting in ours and kind of building that relationship that way.
Now you were a high school quarterback too, right? Obviously, you've gotten to know JT. What would you say about him? You hear a lot about his quarterback acumen. Did you notice that, or is that something you could pick up on?
I mean, yeah, just the way he plays the game and the way he studies and kind of just like sees the defense is like he's a step ahead of everybody. And I mean, I think all of our quarterbacks really do a great job of that. Really, I mean, studying film and kind of just knowing what to expect pre-snap, getting all the reads. So just the way they all prepare and come out there, it really is. It's awesome.
And does that play a big role for you as a receiver? Do you think your quarterback background helps you out a lot?
Yeah, I mean, in some aspects, I mean, just kind of knowing, kind of getting that feel, really, because I mean, I kind of know what my receivers would do when I was in high school, but obviously it's a totally different level, kind of playing SEC football than playing high school ball at the quarterback level. But I mean, I guess you could say it did give me a little bit.
Lad, how important is the chemistry between a wide receiver and quarterback in terms of getting those reps throughout the week and knowing where he's going to put the ball and for the quarterback knowing where y'all are going to be?
I mean, it's everything really, but I mean that comes with in the off season. I mean, kind of just getting those reps, throwing routes on air, just kind of getting the timing down, knowing how I'm coming out of my breaks, knowing how other receivers are coming out of my breaks. So that's something we developed in the off season, kind of just working every day. But it really is. It is a big factor.
So there wouldn't necessarily be any concerns about JT having taken a bunch, missing these games. There wouldn't be any concerns about him coming back with that chemistry.
Oh no, we're confident in both our quarterbacks. I mean, they've done a great job. I mean, preparing in the off season and all the way up to this point. So I mean, we really are so lucky to have two quarterbacks and go out and compete at a high level in the SEC. So we really are thankful for that.
What have you seen from JT in these last few practices?
I mean, he's coming back well. I mean, just kind of getting back in the rhythm. Really, kind of. I mean, he had to take that time off, so just coming back and just kind of getting everything strengthened. So I mean, he's done a great job. But I mean, he stayed prepared while the whole time he was out too. So
I'm sure you get it on campus as much as you're on there about, you know, I mean, people would just be flat out like, well, who should play, JT or Stetson? I'm sure you're diplomatic in how you answer. How do you answer that?
I mean, I tell them that's why our coaches get paid all that money. They make that decision. So it's a good thing I don't have to. But I really am confident in either way it goes. So I know both of them can compete at a high level.
You said JT was staying prepared during the time that he missed. You know, obviously we've heard from Stetson who, you know, wasn't playing, but, you know, said how he was staying prepared. How did you notice JT staying prepared when he wasn't playing?
I mean, even like just kind of being at practice and trying to. I mean, I'm sure the film didn't slack off the meetings. I mean, just kind of really helping out Stetson too. I mean, on the sideline, you would see them every time they come off the offensive series. They're talking, kind of, let me know what you see, let me know what you see. So kind of just going back and forth and really being there for Stetson during that time. I mean, that just shows like what kind of player he is and how he can help out the team even when he's not playing.
How rusty is he still?
What is it?
How rusty is JT still?
How rusty?
Yeah, because he hasn't played for a while.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say rusty. I mean, he obviously has to get back in the rhythm. But I mean, I wouldn't say he's rusty. He's prepared since the off season for this moment. So I mean, it's just getting back in the rhythm, getting back in the swing of things.
A year ago, this was a top 10 matchup, and now Florida's not ranked. Is that taking an edge off of it for you guys, or was what you have on the line for the season?
No, sir. I mean, we prepare every week like it's the same week. I mean, they're a really great team, and their record really doesn't kind of show how they can come out and play. So, and we're taking this week just as serious as any other week, and that's how we go into every week is 1 week at a time, and just got to do our thing and let the rest take care of itself.
Do you play all the receiver positions, lad, or have you been into Z lately, or do you know how to play all three?
Yeah, I mean that's a thing. Coach Hank's really done a good job with us throughout the entire fall camp and the off season. We really kind of all rotated around because that's really what he wanted us to all be able to do is play every position and just kind of know the route structure. So if you know every route structure, you can play every position. So that's how he looks at it, and how he wants us to approach it. So.
That perimeter spot, that Z, what makes that a little different than, say, the slot or the X? And then again, I know that you could give a very sophisticated answer, but basically, how would you explain it in layman's terms?
I mean, when you're on the outside, you have a lot of. I mean, if they play man coverage, you have more space really in the slot. You're gonna have a safety over top of you a lot. So, I mean, you really have some one-on-one matchup that you got to win. So, I mean, that's kind of the biggest thing, being flexed out by yourself every now and then.